shout out goes out to our current channel members. If you were interested in picking up a channel membership for as little as $1.99 a month, head over to my channel profile and hit the join button to view all of the available perks. Thanks. I asked the Ninjago community a very important question relating to Crystalized just a few days ago now, and originally this wasn't even going to be made into a video. That wasn't my initial intention with the question I asked. However, after thinking about it more, I think that this makes for a very interesting and possibly entertaining video idea. So the actual question we are going to be discussing is a really simple yet important one in my opinion, and that is simply, well, what's your biggest worry when it comes to the Crystalized finale? And with over 60 responses here, I think today it would be quite interesting if we went over some of these, discussed them, and shared them with all of you. So here we are now over on Twitter. I am just going to be kind of scrolling down here, reading a few, and we'll then discuss my own personal thoughts on this. So we've got one right here that says that Garmadon, any Garmadon, will sacrifice themselves irreversibly to save the world and the people they love, and we'll never see them again. This one's interesting. I honestly kind of disagree with this. I think that a Garmadon kind of death, a concrete death now where he never returns, would actually be quite good, especially if we are really going to be diving into this whole next generation ninja type thing in next year. I think they're giving somebody like Garmadon in particular this good concrete ending would be nice, although I guess it doesn't necessarily have to be a death. I'd be fine with just any kind of concrete ending to his great character arc he's had over the years, although I wouldn't be opposed to a death for Garmadon, as long as it's kind of done right and feels good, if you know what I mean. But overall, I think that that is something I do disagree with personally, but it's definitely interesting there. This one here says they'll make a choice with Harumi that undermines emotional weight from Sons of Garmadon and Hunted. This is one I completely agree with. I personally would hate for a redemption for Harumi. That doesn't mean I hate her. That's a common misconception. I see it in my comments so much whenever I bring this up. I love Harumi, and her character so far has been great, and that's the exact reason I do not want to see her kind of brought back as a good person anymore. I want her to stay being evil. I want her to have another death, and that could be the end of her. A redemption doesn't really need to happen for someone as ruthless and kind of just evil and twisted as Harumi. To begin with, Harumi, in my opinion, should not have really returned in Crystalized, but at the very least, I think they should just kill her off once more again. Definitely, it would ruin her ending in Hunted, in my opinion, having her come back and turn good. It just wouldn't be the right move, in my personal opinion. This person here says, I'm concerned on how they are going to handle the ending of the finale. I really hope they don't rush things last minute. I'm aware that it's a longer season, but I really want the finale to mean something. Let it be intense and the ending to be bittersweet. I do completely agree with this, and I also do think that there is a chance some of it may be rushed. I really hope it won't be, though, and at the same time, I do have a lot of faith in the creators this time, because from Crystalized so far, I can truly tell that they've put a lot of time and effort into this one, and so I do think it will be kind of better than we may think, and our doubts are going to be completely wiped away. But at the same time, I guess there is still that chance that they could make a small kind of mess up that maybe isn't the best decision ever. So yeah, I agree with that to an extent for sure. This person here says, they seems to set a really high standard and hype this season a lot. I really hope it will live up to that and manage to do all the things we saw in the trailers and more without feeling rushed. We don't want another season 10. I agree, definitely. I think that this is basically the chance to do season 10, but in the right way this time. They've got pretty much all of the resources at bay here, so I think that simply with a longer episode count, which is obviously what we're getting in Crystalized, it's a really good opportunity to kind of give us the March of the Oni that we never really had, and that would be a great way to end off this season. Now, next up, we've got something bad happening to the original 6 ninjas, or replace them with other ninjas. I think this won't happen, but I'm afraid. This is a very fair take. Personally, if they're going down the route of, you know, kind of a new generation, new ninja team type thing next year, I wouldn't be opposed to that. However, I do think it has potential to kind of fail pretty quickly if they even make one small mistake. So, yeah, I do definitely have my concerns regarding that, but at the same time, I would be pretty hyped to see where that could go. It opens the doors to a lot of different possibilities, in my opinion. This person says, everyone might die, and I can't have that because I wanted a next-gen story so bad. Yeah, fair enough there. Not really much to discuss, but yeah, fair enough take, I guess. This person says, how they handle Harumi, to be honest. I know she will be doing something, quote, special, so that probably means something good. I just hope it's because she's realised what Pythor has done, or the fact she's been manipulated / used by the Crystal King and nothing more. She would be against everybody, but mostly the Crystal King and the Council for what they did to her. Obviously, she would have to die after that, or maybe just disappear and live a life in solitude, I don't know. As long as she never allies with the ninja, it's hard to explain on Twitter. Yeah, fair enough, I would like something like this. I really, again, as I said earlier in the video, I would hate for her to be redeemed or have anything like that. I want her to essentially face what she's done, or either just die straight up. I think those are the real only two options here. Becoming an ally and siding with the ninja is really, really dumb in my opinion, and once again, as discussed earlier, it undermines the entire arc she went through in the Oni trilogy. So, yeah, completely agreed there. This person says that they will take the easy way out with the new ninja. By that, I mean the quiet ninja will be Harumi again, and / all the rest of the team will do something evil that would justify the main ninja breaking the law. Fair enough, yeah, interesting take there, definitely. And this person says that in the end, the ninja are unscathed. This is the final moment. It needs to be permanent in some fashion. It needs to be a true finale with a proper conclusion. And yes, I completely agree with that. I think there needs to be some big long-term consequences at play here. Obviously, consequences is something that's kind of a foreign thing to Ninjago. Look at Nia's death, for example. She returned in the next season. Something permanent happening would be great, whether that's something that affects the ninja or kind of just the realm of Ninjago overall. I think something permanent would need to happen. And, yeah, I think that's just about it for this one. And with this being said, I think that just about concludes today's video. Obviously, I didn't go over everything by any means here, but I think I went over some of the most interesting ones to me. But, yeah, I think that just about does it for this one. So hopefully you enjoyed hearing the community's thoughts regarding this. If you want me to make a part 2 or a video similar to this, please let me know down below in the comments, because I would be more than happy to do so. But with all of this being said, that just about does it today. So if you enjoyed today's video, feel free to, of course, drop a like on it, subscribe to the channel for more just like this, and hit that notification bell so you guys can be the first to watch my new content as soon as I do release every day, and I'll see you all tomorrow for my next one. So, yeah, goodbye.